Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to Royal Orchid Hotels Limited Q3 FY23 earnings conference call. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during this conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Amit Agarwal from Nuvama Wealth Research. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you, moderator. On behalf of Nuvama Professional Client Group, I welcome you all to the third quarter FY23 earnings conference call of Royal Orchid Hotels Limited. The management on the call is represented by Mr. Chandar Balji, Chairman and Managing Director, and Mr. Amit Jaiswal, Chief Financial Officer. I now hand the call to the management opening remarks to be followed in an answer session. Over to you, sir.
Yeah. I'm Chandar Balji, Managing Director of Royal Orchid Hotels. Good evening and warm welcome to everyone. Thank you for joining us for the Royal Orchid Hotels Limited earnings conference call for the third quarter of the financial year 22-23. Please note that Q3 of financial year 23 quarter results, press release and investor presentation are available on the exchanges. I hope you have had the opportunity to browse through the highlights of the performance. The industry has bounced back very strongly after the COVID. From April 2022 onward, we have done robust business, which were evident from the financial results of the first and second quarters. We have continued the success story in the third quarter also. In fact, we have built on the success and did phenomenal business in the third quarter. The same is evident in our third quarter results. The company has posted a robust growth because of its strong business model and effective risk mitigation strategy. We are aiming to post better margins than what our company had witnessed in the recent past. The third quarter results has been one of the best in the last 10 years. Financial highlights of the company for the third quarter ended 31st December 22 on a consolidated basis are as follows. Consolidated revenue from operations in Q3 was 72.49 crores as compared to 52.78 crores in Q3 22, a growth of 37%. This was attributed to an increase in the ARR and occupancy and also increase in F&B business. Consolidated EBITDA for Q3 was 27.75 crores as compared to 19.07 crores in Q3 22, an increase of 46%. Consolidated PAT before exceptional items for Q3 23 stood at 15.18 crores as compared to 5.73 crores in Q3 of 22, an increase of 165%. Financial highlights for the companies for the 9 months ended December 31st on a consolidated basis are as follows. Consolidated revenue from operations was 191 crores as compared to 99 crores in 22, a growth of 93%. This is attributed to increase in ARR and occupancies and also increase in F&B business. Consolidated EBITDA was 72 crores as compared to 26 crores, an increase of 176%. Consolidated PAT before exceptional items stood at 36 crores as compared to a loss of 4.89 crores in FY22, an increase of 838%. During the quarter, we've been able to increase the average room for the Q3 23. It stood at 5,914 as compared to 4,331 for Q3 22, a growth of 37%. We are in line with our vision to operate 100 hotels by 2023 and are looking forward to opening new hotels in different cities of India. During the quarter, we witnessed RevPAR growth led by higher AR. We believe that the industry has seen its revival and we have bounced back with better results in the current financial year. The management has set out a strategy to diversify its product offering, provide unique customer experience, and work towards a robust balance sheet. I would like to conclude my opening remarks by saying that we are witnessing major signs of growth for the industry as a whole, which will show up in our overall earnings quality over the next several quarters. Thank you, and now we can throw the floor open to questions.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and one on your touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and two. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. Participants, you may press star and one to ask a question. The first question is from the line of Rahul from Lucky Investments. Please go ahead.
Thank you for taking my question, sir. First of all, congratulations on a great set of numbers, the best numbers in a long time, as you just said. So my first question, last quarter you had mentioned about a 200 crore NCD for your expansion purposes. Could you give us an update on that, sir?
We had got an approval from the board that at an appropriate time we will raise the funds. So we have right now we are in the process of negotiating with various parties the leases and the revenue share arrangements. So the moment we have enough funds right now to grow immediately.
Right.
As and when the need arises, we will go ahead with the fundraise.
Okay. So second question, where do you see the industry kind of on the performance level moving ahead? Do you see the similar levels of RevPAR, EBITDA margins, or occupancy, whichever way you want to put it, continue going ahead, let's say for the next few quarters?
Yes, I definitely see the strong growth and the trend continuing because the country as a whole is doing very well, and our performance depends on country's performance, and I think all the worst is over for the economy. You can see all the sectors booming, and particularly travel, people are traveling like there's no tomorrow. So there's a big growth in the domestic tourist destinations also. People are traveling, and I think April, May and June are going to be very good, busy summer months for us. So I feel that the growth in the next few quarters is going to be as healthy, if not better, than the past.
Okay. Sir, final question, and I'll go back to the queue. Sir, it's obvious that you are very positive on the prospect of the industry and as well as the company itself, and that is why the 200 crore NCD plan as well. And as you mentioned, you look at it for the next few quarters also positively. From an investor point of view, just a question, so we are seeing the promoter holding coming down in the company. So what should the investors understand from this, and what should we expect in the future?
See, as it is our investment, promoter's investment was very high, which is not normally there in most of the companies. And I think there was a feeling amongst the community that we don't have enough of float in the market, so we should have a little float in the market, and suppose any big investor comes in, he has no way to enter and support a company. that is the reason. Otherwise, we have no intention of exiting the company also.
No, no, sir, that was not the question. The question was that, if the promoter keeps if the promoter holding keeps going down, there is a supply coming from the promoter side as well. If a big investor wants to come through or wants to buy from the market, he's always there. But at these low valuations, the promoter kind of dilutes, then it becomes an overhang kind of issue, sir, nothing else. And this is coming from a shareholder. I'm a shareholder in the company. So just as a feedback, I'm kind of giving this to you. Thank you very much for your thing.
I know lucky has always been lucky for us also. So, I think so it's also, some personal requirements also, we need to dilute some to some extent, but it won't be very much.
So, are you suggesting that there will be a little bit more of a kind of promoter selling out here?
Well, it could be. I can't right now give you a sense.
Fair enough.
We are open to that. We are looking at, at least, maybe 1 or 2% may come down.
See, as well, promoters are holding 65+% of the holding. Okay, and if you really look at it, from 2007 onward, there had not been any dilution of the such of the promoters' holding. Okay, so there is a very minor dilution which has happened in the quarter, and promoter wants to hold the stake of roughly around 64-65%. There is no reason, or there is no requirement as such to make any dilution as such. But yeah, 1 or 2% here and there, I don't think so it makes much difference as far as the market is concerned.
Sir, I'll not debate this much, but all things matter in terms of perception and overhang when the promoter kind of dilutes at these low valuations, sir. That's all I have to say. Thank you very much for hearing me out, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Participants, you may press star and 1 to ask a question. Next question is from the line of Sushil from Vinar Integration. Please. Sushil, may I request you to unmute your line from your side and go with the question, please? Due to no response, we move on to the next participant. The next question is from the line of Krishna Kansara from Molecule Ventures. Please go ahead.
Sir, my question is, in which city did we see the highest traction in terms of, let's say, ARRs and occupancies in Q3? And also, if you could answer this question for Q4 and going forward also.
We are finding that Bangalore is doing very well, and it will continue to do well. There's a lot of things which are happening in this city. Aero Show is an example of lots of new investment coming into the city. So that will continue. Goa, we feel, will also continue to do well, because at least whatever said and done, it's a very fun destination, and we are operating 4 hotels there. So I think that will continue to do well. And of course, places like Gurgaon will do well. And coming season, we expect the summer season, we expect the hill stations should do exceedingly well.
I would like to add here that Pune market is also doing phenomenally well. In first quarter, they had done 100% occupancy, and YTD they have been able to maintain the occupancy levels at almost 90 days. And similarly, Amritsar also has done very well in the third quarter. They have done almost 100% occupancy.
So, sir, you mentioned Goa, Gurgaon, Pune, and Amritsar. Which was the first city that you mentioned?
And Bangalore also. And Bangalore.
Okay, that was the first city that you mentioned, right?
Yes.
Okay, and what about Mumbai, sir?
Mumbai, we have a presence in Navi Mumbai. That's doing very well. Whereas Bombay otherwise will continue to do well, but we don't have a significant presence there right now.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Participants, you may press star and one to ask the question. Next question is from the line of Sushil from Vinar Integration. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon. Thanks very much for the happy set of numbers.
Sushil, sorry to interrupt you, but your audio is not very clear. Can I request you to speak through the handset?
Okay, just give me a second. Good afternoon, and thanks for a very happy set of numbers. I just had a suggestion about split of our stock, because most of our peers are either face value 1 or 2. And if we also have a similar face value, and it becomes easier for the investors to compare the value of our company. And also, additionally, it will also give a little bit of free float. So if management considers that, I think it will be good for the company.
It's a good suggestion. We will look at it at the appropriate time, because right now the price is not very high. So we will look at it at appropriate time. It's a good suggestion. We will definitely consult our merchant bankers and all that, and bankers, and definitely see the split at an appropriate time.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you. Participants, you may press star and one to ask a question. Next question is from the line of Samir Thakkar from Individual Investor. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, Mr. Balji, Mr. Jaiswal and team.
Speak a little louder, I can't hear you.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, now it's clear.
Yeah, so my first question would be, there is a significant jump in the management operated rooms this year. So if you could throw some light on how this is looking in terms of share of revenue and share of profit.
There is going to be still more improvement because we added 20 hotels in the last 10 months to our portfolio, and I think in the next 7-8 months we are going to be adding another 20. So there is going to be a significant rise in the management fee model. So and we'll continue to do that.
Okay. And what do you think, sir, the trend would continue in Q4 as compared to Q2 and Q3, considering that, that this is not a major holiday period?
No, I think the overall economy will do well. See, actually in the last Q3, October did not do well. But November and December did very well, and the overall picture was very good. Even now, I think in between there may be some blips, but whatever it is there, I think there is no uncertainty as far as the economy is concerned. So I think the whole business should do very well.
Got it. Okay, sir. And can you throw some light on your room or key expansion plan for FY23 and where we would end this year, and your plans for FY24 and 25? And how much of this can we expect to come from leased properties and managed operations route?
We are aiming, today we have about 4,600 rooms or so, and we are planning to add by September another 1,000 rooms or so with 20 hotels. And so in this entire year or so, at least 1,500 rooms we should be able to add, so crossing about 6,100 rooms. And by September, the aim is to go up to about 100 hotels, and maybe about 120 or so hotels within the next 1 year.
Right. And how much of this will be from leased, and how much will be from...
We are targeting at least, 15 to 20% of the keys coming through the leased model.
Okay, that's it from my side. Thank you very much, and congratulations on the good set of numbers.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, you may press star and one to ask the question. Next question is from the line of Sanjay Gupta, individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Sir, I would like to know what will be the revenue like by the end of this year?
Our target is 300 crores. We are in line.
In the first 9 months, our consolidated revenue is around 191. So,
See, 191 is there. In this, what happens is there is one hotel in Jaipur which is being consolidated as an associate. So that hotel revenue around 16 crores is not reflecting in the consolidated financials. If you look at it, we only take the profit out of this. So if we include that, then our total top line will be around 215 crores already. So around 290. The target is 300, but I think we should be able to do 290 crores by the year.
It will be on expected lines.
Come again?
So it will be on the expected lines.
Yes. Almost.
Sir, okay. Sir, my second question is, in the past I have seen that whenever your share prices start moving up, there is a sale from the management side also, the promoter side. Why is it so?
Not exactly always it has happened. It has only happened twice, and that also very small numbers. If you see, the management holding is very, very high. So on some personal requirement, and also, request from some investors that we had to get out. And it's very, very small numbers. 2% is not a very big number. Still, management holds 65+% of the shares.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, ji. Thank you.
Sanjay, do you have any follow-up question?
No, sir. No, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Next follow-up question is from the line of Rahul from Lucky Investments. Please go ahead.
Sir, could you help us with the net debt number as of December, and what was it, let's say, in September and March?
The net debt was 81 crore as on December. I am including our Jaipur hotel, although we are not consolidating it. There the outstanding is around 25 crores. In the standalone, it is 36 crore and 20 crore in one of the subsidiaries, that is Icon. So total is 81. In 31st March, it was around 90 crores, and in September, it was around 87 crores. 86 crore, 85.48 crores.
Okay. Sir, this Shirsagar hotels, or that is the one that manages Jaipur?
Yes.
And we have how much holding there, sir?
We hold 50% stake there.
50% stake there. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, you may press star and 1 to ask a question. Next question is from the line of Rajesh Agarwal from Proprietary Advisors. Please go ahead.
Congratulations on good set of numbers. My question is, on the consolidated other services for the 9 months is 22.51 crores. What it represents?
Other services 22? No, sir.
0.51 crores. 9 month period. Room nights 103, food and beverages 65, and other services 22.51.
So that includes, see, I'll tell you, we have certain, whatever we earn in our 100% subsidiary Royal Orchid Associated Hotel, which is our major management business. So 30% of that revenue we, pay to the standalone entity, because all the branding and everything is done, the services given by the, main entity. So that is booked, that is around 16.5 crores. And apart from that, there is around 6 crore of other income, which is the interest on FDs and other certain facilities.
Mr. Jaiswal, where are we booking our management fees then?
See, we book all the complete management fees is booked in the subsidiary, the Royal Orchid Associated Hotel. Okay, and from there, the 30% of the revenue we transfer it to the standalone entity.
Okay. And 70% where it is booked, I mean, in the consolidated number, where can I find it?
In the consolidated number, it is there.
Okay, okay. Could you develop on the development plans for Goa Hotel? We have 73 rooms. What plans we have to, expand it? I understand some land also, whether we have taken any additional land there, because that's a good place where occupancy is very high.
Yeah, we are, due to the shifting of the CRZ line, we have got an additional area where we can build rooms, and I think about 48 rooms can come up in that particular area. And then we have taken some land, adjoining land, on the rear side, where we can come up with a bigger banquet hall, as well as about 20 rooms and a spa. So that is being planned. In fact, I was in Goa on Saturday with the architects to discuss that, and we should be finalizing the plans in the next month or so, then giving it for sanction. And once that is done, we'll start the construction.
Can we expect that by FY24, this project will be complete, let us say, an year or let us say 14 months or
100%. In fact, what we are trying to target is to at least partly complete the project by September, October.
Hello.
So the line for the participant dropped. We move to the next participant.
Yeah.
Next question is from Shreshit Shah from Nuvama Wealth. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Good evening. So firstly, just a couple of bookkeeping questions. So can you, kind of for the quarter and for the 9 months, can you give a breakup or the revenue from management contracts as well as revenue share contract leases?
Yeah. So from the in our management business, we have done for the quarter around total revenue of around 9.7 crores. This has come primarily from the management business.
Okay.
Okay. And out of the total revenue of 76 crore, 76 crore we have done, the total revenue for the quarter, what has been published. So out of that, around 9.7 is from the management business, and from the leased business, we have done around 9 crores from the leased business.
Okay, and balance would be from the own properties,
Own properties and revenue share. Yeah.
Right. Okay, and the same for the 9 months?
Pro rata, yeah, same. See, for the 9 months, if you really look at it, then around 26 crore has come out of the management business, and leased business is around 47 crores. Okay, and balance from our owned and revenue share hotels.
Okay, got it, sir, got it. And and secondly, basically about the pipeline that we have mentioned. So we have mentioned that we'll be adding 1134 rooms. That will be over 2023. So most of this would be getting added by September itself. So I just want to, kind of understand how is the ramp up of the new hotels? What kind of time does it take for these new hotels to reach the average occupancy, say 70 to 75%?
Normally, any hotel, we are entering the markets. I think by the second year, we get to about 70-75%. Of course, in a leisure destination, you may reach 60-65%. In a city destination or business location, you will be 70-75% in year 2.
So great. So around to just a one or somewhere above a year to reach optimum levels. That's great. And thirdly, can you kind of throw some light on the advance bookings that you have received for the Q4, maybe Jan to March or the period beyond that? How is that shaping out?
See, the business advance booking cycle has reduced a lot. In fact, if you look at the statistics of Make My Trip and all those people, that normally a largest booking come in 1 to 3 days in advance. Then there will be some booking coming to about 5-6 days, and there will be very few bookings coming a month or 2 months in advance, except some conferences or some weddings. The weddings they have to book in advance, and also some foreign groups, which will of course now come only in the next season, because this season is getting over. So they'll probably come next year.
Okay, so is it kind of an indicator of maybe say increasing competition or maybe last minute travel bookings? I mean, what to read into that?
By and large, the market has changed. You see, people who earlier used to plan annual holidays, apply for leave, and against the children's holidays and all that. But now what's happened is there's a lot of long weekends. For example, this is a long weekend. There's so many long weekends. So people take maybe 1 day casual leave on a Monday. Tuesday is a holiday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So lots of that is happening. And people are going out to maybe 3 or 4 small holidays and 1 long holiday. That is become the trend. And now to book also has become easier. If you really look at, you just get into an OTA website, and within a few minutes your booking is there. You go home, you pack your bag, and you leave. So a lot of driving holidays have come up in the past, and I think the trend has changed, and people are really looking, Facebook and Instagram, people putting their posts on that. So a lot of people want to see that, and then keeping up with the Joneses, as they said, they also want to go on holidays.
Got it, sir. Thanks a lot. I mean, that was very informative. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Participants, you may press star and 1 to ask a question. Next question is from the line of Ronak Rathi, individual investor. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Thank you for the opportunity. So I joined the call a bit late. Just want to understand on where do we stand on the debenture raising plan as of now?
Yeah. No, the board has authorized us so far to evaluate the option of raising 200 crores. So at the moment we are evaluating, because we have enough funds available within the company. So at an appropriate time we'll go for the raising of the fund as and when it is required.
Okay. All right, sir. And also, sir, as in we are in middle of the upcycle in the hotel industry. So do you come across a situation wherein, let's say, you have taken a hotel on a management basis, but then probably the owner of the property might get a feeling that he might be able to now manage the property on its own and try to do it by himself instead of being associated with Royal Orchid. So how do we kind of align the owner interest as well as our interest in the upcycle as well?
We try to give our best to the owners. Of course, this is a thing which happens across the country and across the world also. When the hotels start doing well, the owner feels, I don't need the management company. So these things happen. There will be some hotels that will drop out. If one drops out, 10 comes in. So it is okay. This is a part of the business.
I would like to add here what Mr. Balji has just said. That see the amount of services what we as a management company give to the individual owner, the value of those services is much more than the fees what the owner has to give it to us. Like hypothetical example, I'll give you one, that the OTA business which can come directly to the owner also, but he will have to shell out a large commission. The percentage of commission of an individual owner is much more than what we get for the chain. So that itself is a one point which can let the owner be with us.
Okay. And sir, typical, what is the cycle like once the MOU is signed between the company and the property owner? Generally, post that, what are the activities that are taken? Because we have seen that, let's say you have seen that there are already 10 or 20 hotels that have been signed, but it takes a bit of time for us to go live with that particular hotel. So is there any kind of refurbishment that happens with each and every such hotels with whom we enter into some sort of management contract? So why there is this time lag from date of entering into the agreement versus to actually going live?
If hotels come to us at the various stages, some are greenfield, the hotel might take 3 or 4 years. At some are brownfield, the structure is ready and he has to do the interior. Some hotels are already operating hotels, they have to be refurbished. So there can't be any hard and fast rule that so much time it will take. Also depends on what is the financial capacity of the owner to bring in the timely funds, or does he engage some relative of his to look after the project, or a professional project management company. Sometimes you just engage somebody to look after who is not professionally qualified. So this is a very variable kind of a thing. We can't say that the hotel will come in the X period of time. Some hotels come up very fast, and some take long time, and some don't come up at all also.
Okay. And sir, in this bull cycle also, are we getting enough inquiry for the management of such hotels, or the trend is shifting more towards the owners who would like to manage it by themselves, or there is no change as such? There is ample of opportunity for Royal Orchid.
Lot of inquiries today. In fact, we are sometimes flooded with inquiries. We don't even, everybody says come and see the hotel. And we are not able to cope up with that. So that's why we are beefing up our development team also. And we are adding more people in the development team so that we can evaluate hotels faster, inspect hotels faster.
And sir, let's say so Jaipur Hotel was a laggard for us in our financial performance. So with the improvement in the infrastructure, let's say with the Delhi-Mumbai Expressway got open, and there are multiple initiatives also taking up, plus the hotel has also now come to a mature stage. Do we see turnaround happening for that specific hotel? Are you seeing any kind of early signs of it? I know the expressway has just got live recently, but otherwise, in just a broad sense, I want to get an understanding from you.
This hotel has turned around. In fact, Amit will give you the figures also. The hotel has turned around, and I think it's turned profitable for the first time in so many years. So I think, and now the debt is very manageable. Business is very robust. So I don't think there'll be a drag on the company any longer.
This hotel has been posting cash profit but book loss over the years. So this will be the first financial year when this hotel is going to post a profit. And if you really look at the numbers, last 3 quarters, all the 3 quarters, it has posted a net profit. So that laggard with which the hotel was pulling us down has gone, against, and now almost 1 crore 17 lakhs of associated profit you can see in our number, the published number, that is from this hotel only.
Okay. Okay. Got it, sir. And also, the management fee that you mentioned for the quarter 3 is around 9.7 crores. So that is the revenue figure. But if I have to get a ballpark understanding, like how much it might contribute to my, like at EBITDA level or so, I understand there might be a lot of overlapping of expenses to lease revenue or the other operating revenue. But however, if I have to just get a ballpark understanding, like typically if we make
almost 48 to 50% of it goes to our EBITDA level.
Okay, fine. Sir, just a small request, if we can kind of capture all these figures in investor presentation also going forward, because if you would look at your comparable peer group companies, they are kind of disclosing it in their investor presentation, and that also help us in kind of extrapolating or envisaging how the performance will be, because there are a lot of moving chains to our company, like there is a lease revenue, there is a management fee, there is a room revenue from the owned properties. So it could give us a bit of sense of how we can expect the numbers going forward if I have to extrapolate the projection.
Point well noted. We will cover in our investors presentation going forward these details also.
Okay. And just one last question from my end. If we have to get an understanding, like I saw a recent credit rating report which says we have got 4 to 5 owned properties. So if we want to get an understanding, so how much is the revenue contributed from the owned property? How much would be that? And how much Bangalore contributes out of it, just to get an understanding on the geographical concentration?
See, if you really look at the contribution of Bangalore, the major contribution comes from Bangalore only out of the total revenue. Almost in 9 months, if I take the 9 months revenue, almost 70 odd crores has come from Bangalore itself.
Okay. And in that also, because I believe we have got 3-4 properties over there. Is it one specific property that is contributing significantly over there, or it is distributed?
Our flagship hotel in 9 months out of total 191, 47 crores has come from the flagship hotel.
Got it. That's really helpful, sir. Thanks a lot, and congratulations on very good set of numbers. All the best to the entire team.
Thank you.
Thank you. A reminder to all the participants, you may press star and 1 to ask a question. Next question is from the line of Amit Agarwal from Nuvama Wealth. Please go ahead.
So my first question is, of course, on what is the current cost of debt which you have on the books, and
There are 3 debts, as I told earlier. Okay, the standalone debt is at 9%, and the debt in Jaipur Hotel, it is at 9.5%, and the debt in the Icon is at 11%.
Right. And if you were, as you suggested, to go for NCDs, what could be the potential interest level which you're looking at?
See, we are looking somewhere around 9%, but we understand that our rating also has to improve. Okay, and after this third quarter result, we are going for the re-rating of our company. Once that comes, then we will look at, but definitely we are looking at somewhere around 9.5%, not beyond that. Anywhere between 9, less than 10%. Yeah.
Sure, sir. And another question on overall strategy, going for the next couple of years, in terms of expansion. What I wanted to understand from you is, when you're looking to get into, let's say a new hotel or new property if you take, what would you be looking for? Is it more of geographical expansion, or is it, basically tourism, but maybe, you have religious tourism in Bihar and a couple of other things. So is there any specific which you look at for expansion purposes, where there are gaps and you want to fill in? I mean, if you can throw light on the strategy for expansion.
So we are looking at, if you really look at a map, we are very much north, west and south. Because in south, Tamil Nadu and Andhra and Telangana has to be covered. Central, we need to India we to cover. Eastern side we have to cover. Northeastern side we have to cover. So we have a lot of things to cover, but we are working very aggressively on that, and I think by next quarter you'll see very many more cities where we have planted our flag, and that will continue. So I think we are well on our way, and we are also looking at some expansion overseas also.
So I was just coming to the overseas expansion part. I mean, any particular places where you could talk, throw light on where would you looking for expansion, and would it be management contracts or revenue sharing? How would you be going about it?
Mostly management contract. We are looking at Sri Lanka. We're looking at Maldives. We are looking at maybe Southeast Asia. These are the things, but at the moment I can't give you specifics because we just started talking to people.
Sure, sir, sure. And the expansion would be primarily, as you said, asset-light model, so it will not affect your balance sheet going forward. Can I take that?
The expansion, as I mentioned to you, will be only in the Goa hotel and the Bangalore resort. There will be some capital investment, but otherwise, no.
Sure, sir. Thank you, sir. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you. Next question is from the line of Rajesh Agarwal from Proprietary Advisors. Please go ahead.
Now, FY22-23 is coming to a fag end. Will be very opportune for us to know what is the management mind for the next year's targets, both on the top line and EBITDA level.
See, Mr. Agarwal, this year's target was 300 crores of top line and 80 crores of EBITDA. And as far as the EBITDA is concerned, I think we are almost there, and we will be overshooting the EBITDA target this year. So EBITDA, we should be closing somewhere around 95 CR of EBITDA. And top line, most probably anywhere between 280 to 290 crores we should be able to do. Depends on next 1.5 months of business. So next year, we had set a target of somewhere around 375 crores, between 375 to 400 crores, depending on, another revenue share, how many hotels we can add. Already we have added 2 in this current financial year. So further another 2 or 3 we want to add. And if that happens, then we will definitely be able to touch 400 crores because organic growth cannot be more than 10-12%. So that is the way we are looking at, anywhere between 375 to 400 crores of top line and an EBITDA of around 120-25 crores.
All the best. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. A reminder to all the participants, you may press star and 1 to ask the question. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the last question for today. I now hand the conference over to the management for closing comments.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us on this call, and I appreciate all the questions that you had asked and the request for further information in the next quarter that we will take care of. And I can assure you that we are on the right path of growth and things should be doing well. We are very optimistic about the country's future, industry's future, and particularly our own company's future. We've taken the right steps, and they should yield results in the coming quarters. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. On behalf of Royal Orchid Hotels Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us. You may now disconnect your lines. Thank you.